boy, I am so excited. We finally get to talk about the playoffs.
All right, Josh Wilson has been crunching the numbers all weekend. The pairings are out, so let's bring him in. Where would you like to begin, my friend?
Let's start with Class 1A with the rural schools. Start with Madison County, the defending two-time state champion right now, looking for their first three-peat, but also keep an eye on Blountstown, 10-0. Both of these teams, I feel like they're going to be the teams that represent in this Class 1A state championship in Tallahassee, and I guarantee it's probably going to be a sellout if that happens.
Moving on to 2A, Josh, who do we like here?
Start with University Christian in the north, go with Champaign Catholic in the south. I think those two teams are the best teams right this second in Class 2A.
All right, let's go over to 3A. Chaminade Madonna, the defending state champs. Of course, they look pretty good behind star running back Thad Franklin, who's going to the U, by the way. What do you like out of them? Do they have a clear path?
I mean, their path's probably cleared to get to the state championship game, but I have to really say go back and look at the team in the north that I really think is going to be the team that will come out of everything, and that's in Region 1 with the number 5 seed Trinity Christian. I've said if it started the season, they would probably finish 5-5, but whoever they face in the playoffs, they'll probably dominate it as long as they take care of business at Trinity Catholic and get through the Panhandle jinx against Pensacola Catholic in the week after that.
Okay, going to Region 4, it seems like some of these teams have a pretty easy road to Tallahassee. Who do you have playing there?
Well, actually, you know, with the thing with the easy path for the Class 4A thing with Bowles and with Cocoa coming out of Region 1 and 2, I think those are the two teams that will decide who's going to represent the North. But Lakewood in Region 3, they're going to dominate that bracket because of the way their path is set.
Okay, Josh, it seems like some of these regions maybe are easy to predict, but not Region 4 of Class 4A. Who do you have there?
But right this second, I think Cardinal Gibbons is that one team you really have to keep an eye on. I feel like, you know, Cardinal Gibbons has played just a slightly tougher schedule, but then again, you got to look at all these teams in Region 4, and again, you could pick any one of these teams, and you'd be right as to who emerges out as the Region 4 champ.
How difficult is it going to be for Boca Raton to move past Vero Beach?
It's going to be difficult, Kaylee. It's going to be tough because of their defense with Vero Beach. They got to play a perfect game, but, you know, looking at overall in that 8A bracket, you know, only Vero Beach, I think Barton Trail is another team that you got to keep an eye on coming out of the play in the 8A bracket.
We know Region 4 gets a lot of love, but look at that first round game. You got South Dade taking on Western.
South Dade and Western, that's an intriguing 4-5 matchup, and it'll be a good quality game. But you know, the team I'm really on the train about is Miami Palmetto. I think that's going to be the team that comes out of Region 4 this year.
All right, let's move on to 7A. Now, I'm not a smart man, and I don't understand this one, Josh. Lakeland is the #1 team in the state, but yet not even a #1 seed in their region. What is going on?
It's just Armwood had a better strength of schedule, and that's what it boiled down to. And, you know, it doesn't say that Lakeland's still not a good #1 team. It just happens to be the way the numbers came out at the end. And but it's the playoff path for Lakeland, you know, it's got to go through Armwood and maybe potentially through Edgewater. So it's going to be a tough road. But, hey, until somebody beats them, they're #1.
Who do you have in 6A? Because all eyes down in that South region again. Miami Central, they've had a good year, maybe not a great year. Can they put it all together?
It depends on which team you get each week during the playoffs. Is it going to be the team that Miami Central can win, or is it going to be the team that falls apart, you know, and doesn't get the plays that they need? That'll be the big thing right there for Miami Central, is which team will show up during the weekend. But, you know, I mean, there's some other teams in that bracket, and I think, you know, Escambia at 10-0, and that's going to be a team to really watch coming out of the north. And if they make that run, hey, it could be anybody's ball game in Class 6A.
Moving on to 5A, they have some pretty stiff competition. Rockledge, one of those.
Rockledge, yeah, they're going to draw Tampa Chamberlain in the first round, and Chamberlain's going to give them some fits. They probably will move past that and get through that game. But you know, one game I'm really looking forward to is that Lake Wells Rockledge matchup if it gets to the regional final.
All right, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but Region 4 again looks interesting again.
It looks interesting again, especially with American Heritage and #1 seed, Miami Northwestern #2 seed. I think those two teams are going to meet for the regional final. One of them's going to get through and then probably end up playing Rockledge or Lake Wells for the state semifinal. And hey, somebody will represent the South. It's just a matter. There's a great quality of teams in the South to represent.
Well, thank you so much, Josh. As always, to get more content on the playoffs, you can head over to FloridaHSFootball.com.